Edo State Chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Emperor Jared Tinubu, they call on the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC) to investigate Governor Obaseki on how they waste the state money for his own gain. Emperor Jared Tinubu talked this one when he addressed Tori people for the APC secretariat and say make Tori people make them investigate the real owner of Radisson Hotel for Benin City.
Last week, precisely on Saturday, June 29, 2024, we raised alarm on the high-level corruption and mismanagement of Edo State resources by the incumbent governor, Godwin Obaseki. You heard of how the contract for construction of a poorly conceived Radisson Hotel ballooned from 19.4 billion to over 23 billion in 12 months. You will recall also that we asked the very pertinent question of who owns Radisson, arising from our discoveries and the press briefing. Governor Godwin Obaseki summoned an emergency State Executive Council meeting to discuss the issue that we shared with you, including his plan to hurriedly sell the all-completed Radisson Hotel to his crony. Regrettably, we wish to inform you that Governor Obaseki, with the backing of the State Executive Council, has started the process to transfer ownership of Radisson to a private company, just as he did to Edo State Modular Refinery. The APC is therefore calling on you, an Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, to take cognizance of the yet another financial and tripping crime that Governor Obaseki has set in motion. We invite you, members of the Fourth Estate of the Realm, to investigate the ownership of Idea Retail Development Limited. It was this company that hired the services of Obaseki's Afri-Invest in March 2023 to carry out the project financial summary for the construction of Radisson Hotel. Gentlemen of the press, we are appealing to you here to investigate the true owners of Radisson Hotel in Benin City.
Constitute say 3 years ago, Governor Godwin Obaseki destroyed the only library. He say he won't build ShopRite with 5.4 billion naira, but today the project don't reach 12 billion naira.
3 years ago, Godwin Obaseki brought down the only state government library along Sapler Road and told the world of his plan to construct ShopRite shopping mall in the same location. While the initial contract was put at 5.4 billion. The contract has since escalated to 12 billion as at the last time we checked. The contract, which was initially awarded to A&K Construction Limited, was later subdivided to Sapoji Paloji Nigeria Limited under mysterious circumstances. Edo State government listed ShopRite as the anchor tenant of this purpose, entered into partnership with Personals Nigeria Limited, who owns the right to ShopRite brand in Nigeria. Edo State government, according to documents available to us by concerned public servants, held 85% equity in the project for the land and the cost of construction, while Personals was provided the overall technical input, including all relevant architectural technical design drawings and coordination, expertise, and the required tenancy stroke takeoff to make the mall viable. The management of the mall for its 15% equity stake. Following this arrangement, Godwin Obaseki awarded the construction contract to A&K Construction Limited at a contract sum of 5 billion, 4 million, 655,544 naira 82 kobo on the 3rd of November 2024. AK&K was mobilized with 70% of the contract sum. The construction was expected to last for 52 weeks with a target completion date of January 2023 last year. 5 months later, AK&K submitted a request for approval of variation on the 1st of April 2022, which they listed as related MEP additional works that they claim were not part of the contractor BOQ amounting to 1.3 billion. In what became a bazaar of sort, Engineer Austin Osareti Osakwe, Managing Director of Edo State Public Building and Maintenance Agency, followed the chain of variation environment when he wrote and got 331 million for what he referred to as AK&K Construction Limited demand for environment variation with respect of the ongoing Benin Mall project. According to Osakwe, the main reason among others for the variation request were for a design of the frame structure creating circular columns, additional columns to all new concrete structure, and creating inner space for rent in common area and others. Mr. Bernard Aigbe had also informed the governor in a memo that the ShopRite brand had declined their involvement in the Benin City Mall project as a result of overpricing. In this memo of June 12, 2023, the permanent secretary, Bernard Aigbe, wrote that personal ShopRite has requested for 4 billion for the construction, including all fittings. But curiously, the contract was awarded to AK&K for 5.4 billion, and 2 months later it was jacked up to 6 billion 149 million 398,874.44 kobo, which now stand at over 12 billion. Aigbe in this memo explained to governor that personal's ShopRite indifference and failure to perform their obligation as agreed in the MOU has significantly impacted the project and resulted in loss of time and additional cost. He went ahead to propose a reduction of their 50% equity in the project to reflect ShopRite's actual contribution to the project. Despite ShopRite protests, the contract has been reviewed over 6 times, sometimes twice in a month. In fact, the Benin City Mall project has been turned to a conduit to siphon government resources into private hands. It is now the cesspool of corruption for high officers in Obaseki administration. For instance, in a single day, on the 14th of June 2023, Obaseki approved 148,617,869.68 kobo and 690,000 in variation. 2 months later, on August 22nd, 2023, the Commissioner for Budget and Planning, Mrs. Adaze Agwele Kalu, received the approval of Governor Obaseki to commence the procurement process for the setup, automation and fitting of the digital library in the mall through direct contracting method of procurement for undisclosed amount. This discovery negates against Obaseki trumpeted due diligence in Edo State procurement process. Before this time, and exactly on March 17, 2023, the permanent secretary has asked the governor to approve 2 billion 10 million 772,866,015 kobo for execution of yet another additional work. The management of the controversial mall, which has conceptualized as ShopRite and was to be managed by ShopRite as it is practiced everywhere, was awarded to Broad Property Limited, Services Limited, owned by Bolaji Edu, of 47 Marine Road, Lagos Island, Lagos, at a quarterly fee of 2 million and 3.5% commission of gross rent allocation collections. The contract was approved by Governor Obaseki on March 14, 2023.
Oga Tinebe also tok say APC for Edo State they call on the Economic and Financial Crime Commission EFCC to invite Secretary to Edo State Government Barrister Osadion Ogie, Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning Adeze Agwele Kanu, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Budget and Planning, Mr. Bernard Agigbe, Chief of Staff to Edo State Government, Osagbovo Iyoa, among others, for questions and interrogation.
The questions we are asking the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, to investigate are: 1. What is the role and stake of Red Wire Marketing Company located on 5th floor, Molina Towers, 39 Aferewani Road, Ikoyi, Lagos State, listed as promoters in the Benin Mall built with Edo State money? Red Wire is owned by Obaseki's longtime friend, and the company is responsible for its image management. 2. What is the shareholding of Edo State government in Benin City Mall? 3. What is the stake of ShopRite in Benin City Mall? 4. Why did Governor Obaseki give the management of the mall to Broad Property, a company based in Lagos, instead of ShopRite? 5. What is the actual contract cost of Benin City Mall? 6. Why is the Chief of Staff to Governor Obaseki, Osagbovo Iyoa, managing the Benin City Mall? 7. How much rent did Obaseki's Chief of Staff pay for the nightclub at the basement of the mall, which has got over 600 million? 8. Why is Bawo and Igodalo, the law firm owned by PDP governorship candidate, responsible for all transactions relating to the Benin City Mall? 9. What is Edo State government shares investment in Okomo Oil, Bua Cement, which stock is currently under Bawo and Igodalo? 10. Who valued Garrick Memorial land that the state government spent 20 billion to buy, from which a whopping sum of 1.5 billion has been approved for consultancy to be laundered through 2 Lagos business entertainers, a musician and a DSTV presenter, and who now owns Garrick Memorial School land? 11. How much has Obaseki wasted on the failed Gelegele port? Several billion has been sunk into the scam through the Benin Port Project Office, headed by Obaseki's long-time business associate. 12. Obaseki should tell Edo people how he has spent over 1 billion on the demolition of private houses in different parts of Benin City through the Ministry of Physical Planning. 13. Despite the trillions that have come into Edo State coffer through FAAC, IGR, 13% derivation for oil producing areas, grant etc. in the last 8 years, Edo State is still one of the most indebted states with over 600 billion. Obaseki is currently processing a fresh foreign loan. 14. A World Bank consultant mentioned to a concerned stakeholder that Obaseki is processing a fresh 7 million at a time other states are running from foreign denominated loans. Obaseki told the World Bank that he intends to use the loan to upgrade primary healthcare centers in wards and local government areas. Where are the primary healthcare center? 15. While the federal government is doing everything possible to alleviate the suffering of Edo people and has allocated 12 billion per state, our own dear state government is already making plans to divert this money to non-existent projects. 16. We are aware that land use charge notices are being shared all over the place to even poor homes, all in a bid to raise money for Aswa Igodalo's election. We call on the masses to resist this insensitivity of a PDP administration that has finally succeeded in destroying our dear state. Finally, the APC in Edo State is calling on EFCC, like we did in the case of Radisson, to invite the following individuals: Osabodi Oge, Secretary to the State Government; Mrs. Adaze Agwele, Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning. Mr. Bernard Aigbe, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Budget and Planning. Engineer Austin Osakwe of Edo State Public Building and Maintenance. Mr. Osagbovo Iyoha, Chief of Staff to Governor Obaseki and the Accountant General of Edo State to recover all state resources that are in their custody. Thank you for finding time to be here today, and may God bless us and bless our state as we work harder to retrieve Edo from a gang of capitalists who are hell-bent on privatizing the resources of our dear state to themselves and friends.
From Edo APC Secretariat, Anita Irene, now they bring on this story for GTV Nigeria.